Parents strongly caution the following programs are intended for mature audiences over the age of 18. These programs may contain some material that many parents would not find suitable for children and may include intense violence, sexual situations, coarse language, and suggestive dialogue.
All right, happy motherfucking Friday. So, if you guys watched Plugged In before we went live tonight, you guys got to see the new video from Anaria. They are here. Told y'all they were going to be here. Y'all thought we fucking lied or some shit, but here they are. How are you guys doing tonight?
We're doing great. How are you guys doing?
You're absolutely fantastic. Friday night.
Yes. Yeah.
Great. Cheers.
Friday for most people. I have to go back to work tomorrow because I took the whole week off because it was my birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
So I have to go back to work tomorrow, but the rest of you are off. But you know what? I'm partying with y'all. So on here, we like to play a little game. We have questions from 1 to 61. You can either pick a number or you can have us roll the dice. It's up to you. Now, what kind of questions you get, there is no telling.
Oh, no.
Roll the dice.
Roll the dice.
Roll the dice. All right, we're going to roll the dice today. 16. 16. What is a song that brings back good memories? So maybe from your childhood or maybe the first time that you were like, hell yeah, I'm going to be a rock star today.
I don't know. There's lots of them.
From childhood, huh?
Yeah, go back.
Like how far back?
God.
As far back as you want to go.
Into the void.
Right?
Yeah, you can go into the void if you want.
I would say for me, one of my earliest music memories is hearing Nightwish's song Nemo.
Okay.
And that's kind of one of those songs that I heard that I was like, oh, dang, I want to front a metal band.
Right?
That sounds, yeah. And that sort of like ignited my passion for, singing in metal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, that's good.
All right, what about the rest of you?
I got one. It's a bit nerdy, though. I'm going to warn you.
Hey, we're all about that here. So.
So it's basically the piece that inspired me to like learn guitar and become obsessed with music was the theme from Tristram from the first Diablo game.
Okay.
It was just like a sus2 chord, and as soon as it hit, I was just like, what is that? I need to know what that is. And that was the first thing I learned too. So it was wonderful.
Mine would be when I heard, I was watching This Week in Baseball, and I heard Bad Country from Avenged Sevenfold, and I had been doing all the 80s shredding and all the blues, like learning scales, and I'm like, what is that? And that opened up a new door of also it's a new metal and a Atreyu and all these things. I'm like, that was like the jump from learning scales properly and the shredding Paul Gilbert stuff to like, all right, I'm just gonna write some heavy riffs.
Yeah.
See, for me, it was like I never like I'm a musician myself, but I'm like completely self-taught. Like I never had any training or anything like that. But mine was like I was an MTV kid. I was glued to MTV 24/7. And what changed my whole damn world was actually watching the video for Ace of Spades by Motorhead. And I was fucking done. Like Lemmy was God to me. Period. End of story. That was it. Of course, I got into heavier shit as you know, metal changed, but like Motorhead was the very first one I was ever introduced to. All right, so if y'all want to pick a question, you want to roll the dice.
You choose.
I'm gonna choose roll the dice every time.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dice is 24.
I like the roll the dice thing.
Ooh, I don't think we really had this one yet. All right. It's going to be either the Mystery Machine or Optimus Prime.
Oh, Mystery Machine.
Mystery Machine.
Yes! Finally!
That's just because you're a fucking pothead, Mojo.
No! It's because Scooby-Doo is
You
awesome.
liar.
We just
I mean,
really,
come on,
we
it has
just really
snacks.
like horror and all spooky things. So
Right?
Okay.
All with your friends, you hanging out, got good snacks, good
Right.
tunes, you're good.
All right. What you got, Dan?
I agree. Optimus Prime was before my time, and then when Transformers came out, all the movies, I'm like, people were like, "Aren't you excited?" I'm like, I think that predates me. I was like, yeah, I watched Scooby Doo as a kid, so definitely Mystery Machine.
God, if that predates y'all, that makes me feel old as shit.
I want to hear it. I'm old.
I was a big Transformers fan when I was a kid. Holy shit. All right. Yeah, I feel old. Anyway, so being that you like spooky stuff, it's Halloween. There is a question that's not on the list that I like to ask every time, and I'm just going to ask you.
yes.
If you had to be locked in a house for 24 hours with any horror villain, who would you be locked in that house with? Now you got to think. Keep this in mind. Do you want to die really fast? Or do you want to get survival? So keep that in mind.
Which one uses a gun? Any of them? Make it quick.
You don't want the gun that's going to shoot you.
I don't think it.
Well, I don't want a knife. I don't want to get knifed to death.
So
That
you're
sounds
telling
worse.
me that you couldn't take on Chucky if Chucky was coming at you?
Quick
with
and
a gun?
painless. Well, there were
Yeah.
sequels, so apparently everyone didn't do so well.
Yeah, you can take Leprechaun. Come on.
See,
the
that's what I chose. I
Right?
chose Leprechaun. Just give him the goddamn gold and it's done.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
just,
that's
was it
easy.
throw rice or salt on the ground or whatever? You just gotta
Yes.
try all that, man.
See,
Yeah.
that's a smart ass fucking dude.
Yeah.
That's the first one to choose that shit. I thought I was the only one that was ever going to say Leprechaun.
So good.
All right, Dan, what you got? Who you got?
Well,
I mean, if you're a night owl and you can't go to sleep, you could choose Freddy.
I
as long
guess.
as you
Well, one of what's the clown from House of a Thousand Corpses? He has a gun. Maybe I could wrestle it from him.
Oh, Captain Spaulding.
Captain Spaulding. That's what it is. Yeah,
Okay. All right.
I could try to use some reverse psychology. He seems like he wants to have a conversation.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, Mojo, roll the dice.
We're rolling dice.
Yeah,
We're going to go with 46. All right. If you could have any mentor be on stage with you, who would it be?
Each one of you.
You got to give them a minute to think about it. I mean,
Personal
it's like,
mentor, or we can choose anyone.
You can choose whoever you want.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
I'd say Jason Becker in a heartbeat.
Okay.
Okay.
Phil Lovelo from him.
Good choice.
Okay.
Mentor. Oh, this is
Yeah.
gonna be my mom. That's it.
Well, yeah.
All right.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Mom.
Well,
I
Mom,
I don't have any false idols. I just that's it. Ma Dukes.
There you
Okay.
go. Ain't
Okay.
nothing wrong with that. Shoot.
I would actually probably pick my mom too, to be honest.
See?
I probably would.
It should just be like a mom's day where everybody goes on stage with their moms. Then just have like a
Oh,
mom's
that
day,
would be super
That'd be
cute.
cool.
right?
It's a possibility. All right, roll the dice.
We still rolling. We're going to go with 13.
Ooh, lucky 13.
Yeah, number 13 is going to be. Yeah, if I can find it. All right. If you had an unlimited budget, so that means you can do whatever you want and you can have whatever you want in the video.
Oh.
What kind of production would you have and where would you have it? I mean, because me personally, I wouldn't have it just in a studio. Let's go wild.
Whatever Sergio wants is the answer. He's a sick visionary. We've had a lot of discussions, and he's like, "I'm already working on that. I already have a video plan for that." So
That was my first thought.
All right, so we both had the same thought. Dracula's castle in Romania, probably with lots of fire effects, like lots of pyro, lots of fog. What else?
I mean, can we bring dragons back? We got an unlimited.
It's unlimited, so
Yeah, Belrog in there. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, whatever fits the song.
Yeah.
Like, just go nuts. But yeah, that would be fun.
like you should be riding on the dragon.
No, she should be
yeah.
riding on the dragon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody gets a dragon.
Everybody gets a dragon.
Everybody gets a dragon.
Everybody gets a dragon.
We're gonna have a dragon.
All right, so we're pulling an Oprah here, and everybody.
You get a dragon, and you get a dragon, and you get a dragon.
Yeah, all right, I dig it. All right, roll the dice, Mojo.
Rolling the dice at 21. What is the best band memorabilia you think fans should try to have?
That's a good question. Because I feel like it could be different for everybody, because everybody values different things.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like if a band puts out vinyl, that's a very good thing to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Definitely.
it's an experience, and, it's something really cool to have.
Yeah.
we're gonna have kind of a multi-purpose. So a lot of metal, bands have like something to do with the band, and we're gonna actually experiment with kind of a message we're getting out there. Especially being in a band is to just keep going with everything in life. So I'm currently working on a design of a shirt that's multi-purpose. It'll advertise us a little bit, but also have a good message. So, dual purpose memorabilia.
That's always good. You never know what can come from all that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, see, I was always the collector of picks. Like I love,
We'll have those too.
and I have a very large collection of picks over the years. So,
Yeah.
being lucky enough to be like at the front of the stage and catching picks all the time. And we've heard picks, we've heard guitars, which guitars are obviously extremely difficult to get a hold of. But like some of the normal ones, like picks, set list. What's some of the other stuff that we've heard? Drum heads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool to get.
Shit like that. That's all like a lot of stuff that's been like some of those like normal things that you keep hearing. So now I'm gonna interject with an actual music. Well, a lot of them have been music questions, but I got one for each one of you. What was that one defining moment that you decided that you wanted to be a musician? You were like, this is it. That's what I want to do because of that exact moment.
Mm.
Was it a music video? Was it a song? Like,
I got mine.
Go first then.
Yeah, so Opeth, a long time ago, and there was this band opening for them called Nevermore, who I'd never heard about.
know who that
And that was
is?
the first time I saw somebody shred like in real life, and there Jeff Loomis was doing all this wizardry. I want to learn whatever sorcery that is. From that moment on, I was just like practicing 4 or 6 hours a day, and here I am.
Nice.
All right.
I think for me, I always wanted to be Shawn Michaels from wrestling, but I
Okay.
wasn't going to be a wrestler. So I guess the equivalent of that is a rock star.
Okay, fair enough.
For me, I'm not sure if there's like one single defining moment because I've been doing music for as long as I can remember. But I will say that the first time I ever performed was when I was 12 and I was performing with my dad. And pretty much from that moment on, I've been performing live. So I'd say that's definitely a really important moment that did happen that you could maybe say was defining.
Oh yeah, it's special. You're learning something from your father.
Yeah.
See, I know for me, like I was in Florida and I actually got to see before he ever got signed, before he ever blew up. And I had a huge fascination with him. He's still one of my probably my favorite artists of all time. But I seen Marilyn Manson and the Spooky Kids far before he ever got signed. And watching him and watching that band, I just got fascinated with music just right off the rip. And it just fucking sucked me in. And I was like, I want to do music. I don't give a shit if it's being in a band or being in radio, just some type of career in music. That's exactly what the fuck I want to do just because of that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll the dice, Mojo.
We're rolling. We're going to do 26. Uh-oh. This one's funny. Okay, the top 2 freaky songs that are on your Bounce Chicka Wow Wow little playlist that you got.
Kenny G, and Kenny G. That's my
Kenny G.
God, you would
What song?
get along with my mother.
Yeah. So Below, they have a song called Bone. It's
Right.
extremely sexy.
It's so good.
There's a She Wants Revenge song that is also on my list that I can't remember the name of, but they also have a bunch that fit that vibe as well. And what else? Thinking. Like trying to remember like names of songs off the top of my head.
Bunch of stuff by Typo.
Oh yeah, Typo Negative.
Typo, yeah. Like
That's
for
a lot of
me,
people's playlist.
Mm-hmm.
what, Mojo?
I said that is on a lot of people's playlist. Is Typo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, there's like 3 major ones on mine, and it's a lot of stuff by Marilyn Manson.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of my very first ones is like Say 10. And then I've got Deftones.
Yeah.
Ooh, Change.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's like number 1 actually.
Yeah, Change, fucking Sex Tape, Passenger, fucking all those. And then Sleep Token. I fucking love Sleep Token wholeheartedly. And there's, I don't know, their music's just sexy to me. I don't know why.
It's very sexy. I agree.
It is. It is. All right, Mojo, roll it.
Rolling 22. All right, this is the luxury bus. So when you're going on tour, you have this very lovely bus. And there's one thing that you really, really want on this one bus that nobody else has. What would it be?
A hot tub.
That's actually pretty general across all the way.
Oh my gosh.
Also a hot tub.
Like
2 hot tubs.
no.
And a meditation room.
Yeah, meditation room would be
Okay.
freaking great.
That's the hot tub.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Hot tub.
Probably
Hot tub
just like a
area.
spa. Like half of the bus is a spa.
There we
So
go.
it has like a hot tub and a meditation room and a
Steam shower.
massage table with a trained masseuse on call. Like
Just
I'll take all of that.
helicopter 'em in.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
luxury spa all the way around.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's great. We're
That-
very
that-
chill people like that.
hey, shit, I'm down for it. I'm fucking.
Believe
All
me,
right,
we've
but-
heard from luxury bathrooms and like all kinds of different stuff. Even we've had the hot tub on the roof too.
Nice.
Toilet that works.
Yep.
Because I don't think out of all the years that I toured with bands and did different stuff, I don't think there was ever a tour bus that the toilet worked.
Oh my god.
That would suck.
The shower would work most of the time. The toilet, though,
The shower was your toilet.
ever worked. Well, I mean, I
Wow.
guess you gotta piss, then you can just, go. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the other one you're kind of screwed on. you're gonna go stop at a gas station. All right, roll the fucking dice, Mojo.
Right, 21. I'm in the 21s today.
Man, we're doing a lot.
We
of
already
20.
did 21 though. Here, I'll roll this one.
Roll it again.
All right. What strings do you think are the best? And why do you like them? Because people have said different things. So it's kind of interesting.
I'm trying to remember the ones that our bassist is also a guitar tech. He's really
Yeah.
freaking good too. And he just did up my guitar and Dan's guitar. I forget what he was using, but it was something new I haven't used before. It's like an 11 to 70 though. It's real heavy.
Yeah.
I think Ivenstar is some random company.
Oh, it's not Ernie Ball. I have no idea. I hand my guitar
not
off to
Ernie
my
Ball.
guitar tech, and I don't want to know anything about it other than whether it works.
Take
Does
it
it
on
sound
my
good? Good.
Put it back.
Same as
See,
my car. I don't want to know about it.
I'm picky as shit. Like my basses, all of them have Dean Markley cryogenically treated fucking strings on them, brother. Because I use everything from a 6-string bass down to a 4-string bass, but they're all Dean Markley. Like that's all I fucking use. I refuse to use anything else other than Dean Markley.
Nice.
All right.
I guess. Well, now we're doing. I was 6-string my whole life, and I guess probably a year and a half ago we went to 7-string, so it kind of changed what my preference was. Because the sound is so different, And now we're tuned down to what are we tuned down to?
Drop G.
Deep as shit. Drop G. So that changed the game too.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's typically like you typically don't hear drop G unless you're like deathcore. Like a lot of the deathcore bands use drop G. I've never heard a band like y'all use drop G. Because like my band, we use drop A. So I'm like, holy shit. Okay. Shit. All right. I don't even know what to say to that, but that's fucking amazing. That's all I can say.
Let's pick a number this time.
All right.
What's a lucky number?
9.
43.
43. All right.
43 it is. What is your first band t-shirt that you've gotten?
First band.
Well, this is tracking back to like middle school, but I think it was NSYNC.
Was it?
Nice.
I was not expecting that at all.
I think I had a Tupac one, to be honest with you. So
Mine
I
was
don't-
my mom and her friend were going to a concert, and she's like, "You want to go?" I go, "Yep." I didn't even know what it was. It was Bare Naked Ladies. I didn't even know who they were. I was like, "You're
I
taking me
haven't
to
heard
Bare
this in a
Naked
while.
Ladies?" I was like, "That's a weird thing." But yeah,
That's a
that
weird
was the first
thing.
one.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Mine was Alice in Chains.
Nice.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That,
That's a good
that was my
Children's
first one.
Children of Bodom.
Yeah.
Yep. Alice in Chains was my first one, which I bought from FYE or FYI when they still existed before they went out of business. But the first actual concert T-shirt I bought was actually my first metal show I ever got to go to, like big production metal. Like I went to local shows, but the first like big, huge concert I ever went to was actually Marilyn Manson, the Antichrist Superstar tour. And I also got shot in the ass.
Oh my God.
Of course you would get shot in the ass. Of course.
So I never told the story. So it was in Oklahoma, and I think I was in the 7th grade, and we went to it. Well, there was a bunch of churches that were protesting the show. Well, when we came out of the show, it got rough, and they started chucking glass bottles at fans walking out of the show. Well, the cops were there, riot started, people fighting, and next thing I know, I was like fucking Forrest Gump. Fucking felt like something bit me in the ass.
No.
I went down, and I'm like, man down. Man down. They pick me up and get me in there, and they're like, dude, you're bleeding all over the place. Well, I didn't get shot by a real bullet. It was one of the like those rubber plastic fucking riot bullets, but it busted my ass cheek like wide open, and I had to get a couple of stitches in my butt cheek. I was like, you know what?
Wow.
I got a cool story to tell for the rest of my fucking life. I got shot in the ass by the riot police at a Marilyn Manson show.
Wow.
That's a good story.
That's crazy.
It was absolutely crazy. So we are going to take a very, very quick commercial break. We will be right back. Just hang on. Don't fucking go nowhere. So bands, if you're listening, if you're watching, you want your music on our radio, it's coming out. Send your MP3s to Hellfire Entertainment Media at gmail.com. And if you're looking to take a vacation, wherever the hell you want to go, Southern Oasis Travel, hit them up on Facebook. Tell Mr. Steven that we sent you, and you're probably going to get a really good discount. So hit up Southern Oasis Travel on Facebook. Mojo, roll the dice.
Right. Ladies' choice. Let's have a number.
9.
9 it is.
There you go.
Have you ever used a fake ID before? Like back when you were, not the legal age of drinking?
Not me, no. How about you?
He's like, I don't want to answer this.
Yeah.
Pass.
My wild times didn't start till my mid-20s.
Man, I must have been bad then because I had one.
Oh, I was bad.
Yeah, I totally did. But that was back in the day when it was so easier. Can't do that nowadays. It's not so easy.
I mean, I never have a fake ID though. Like I was always like really tall. I was always like a bigger kid. And I started playing in bands whenever I was like 13 years old. So I was always able to get right in and never had to. But then again, I fucking was born in Oklahoma, and who gives a shit? Because it's the middle bumfuck nowhere. So nobody cares.
Different times, different places.
Exactly.
All right. Anybody want to give a number or would you want to roll?
13.
We did 13 already.
Oh,
Yeah, you already got 13.
Yeah.
roll it.
Roll it. We go. All right. 42. I feel like we've done 42. Let's see. Oh, no, we haven't. What is the most uncomfortable outfit you have on stage?
By his look, I can't wait to hear his answer.
All of my outfits are uncomfortable.
Okay.
I was going to ask you about the one in the video that looks like the very sparkly one. I was going to ask
Oh.
you, is it comfortable?
The
I just-
mirror
it
one
look- Yeah.
is not comfortable. No, you cannot sit in it for one. Like you can't sit on it. And it doesn't move very well, and it doesn't breathe at all. So you are walking around in it for 5 minutes, and you're already like sweating.
It's pretty heavy.
Like, forget that.
It's pretty
Does
heavy.
it poke you? I feel like, with moving around and stuff, that you would get kind of shanked a little bit. I don't know. It looked
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
it's lined, so you don't get like stabbed or anything, but it is really
Yeah.
heavy and it does not breathe at all.
Is it heavy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a very heavy outfit.
Oy.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
All right. How about the other two? Which
I was
got?
10 years ago. I was Lady Gaga for a Halloween show, so that
Yeah.
had high heels and everything. So
That was an uncomfortable one.
that was an uncomfortable one.
You wore heels and everything, right?
I did. I did it.
Yeah.
I did the whole thing.
And tons of glitter.
That was There was a lot of glitter. There was
Man.
I was about to freak if you said you wore the meat suit. If you wore the meat suit, then I got
Right.
no.
No, I had a googly eye mask and all sorts, whatever weird shit she was doing way back then.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Sweet.
Fair enough.
Right.
I'd say just all leather. I had leather pants, leather vest, leather top shirt, leather trench coat, and I think I had corpse paint on, and it was 2 hours.
Ooh.
And there was no AC or anything like that. It was summer. It was pretty brutal.
I bet.
Don't recommend it.
Leather period is just a very bad idea, like all the way across the board. It's just a bad idea. It's never fucking comfortable. Never.
Doesn't, no.
All right,
Like
Mojo.
wearing- 12. If you can go to a sold out, or not go to a sold out, have a sold out concert, where at in the United States and overseas?
Dracula's Castle.
Dracula's Castle. I mean, Vakken.
Yeah. Falcon would be awesome.
Vakken would be sick. Venues in
That's like 98% of every band has said that.
it just
every single time.
it just looks incredible. Like it looks amazing. It's a long-term goal for sure.
It's either Vakken or Download.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's usually the top two that we hear every single show is one or the other.
Mhm.
I'd say somewhere in Helsinki, because that has been our top, other than the US, that's been our top listenership in Finland. So somewhere there
Mhm.
has been our top listenership.
That'd
Okay.
be a nice bit to go to.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Roll that dice.
24. We already did 24, so I'm going to go. I'm going to go to 25, which is, what is your least favorite interview question?
That's actually a good one.
The history of the band.
Yeah.
When people ask the history of the band, I'm like, just go read the website.
Right?
Yeah,
like,
especially, yeah. A lot of
like-
living in the past, especially because a band is like, it's kind of like asking, like, let's talk about your ex-girlfriends. It's like, no, that's okay.
Yeah. For
Nobody
us,
wants to do that.
for us, we've been around for a while, and the current incarnation of the band is a lot different than the material that we were releasing in like 2015. That's why we've been releasing like tons and tons of new stuff, because
Yeah.
it's very different from what we did in the past. So it's like, yeah, here's what we did in the past, but we're kind of a new thing now. So
You evolved.
exactly.
Yeah.
All right, roll the dice again.
All right, 41. Where did you fall off the stage for the first time? Or tripped if you haven't fallen off. Sorry.
I don't know what happened at Dragon Con, but we were all blackout drunk. This was 10 years ago. This is way before. I'm 7 years sober now, but 10 years ago, we all played probably our best show, and we were all partying and all that. So somebody must have fallen. I don't know, because we all woke up. Everyone was happy. We played pretty well, so.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the videos show that we played well too. So that we're not just remembering it that way.
Right.
I can't actually remember a time that I've fallen off the stage yet.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I did.
I'm always around him, so it's like
yeah, like I may have like kind of sort of tripped a little bit on my dress at one point, but it was like so minor that like it's not even something I would remember or talk about.
Yeah.
How about you? Did you ever fall off the stage?
No, I haven't fallen off the stage. I've jumped off the stage.
Yeah, which is
totally
voluntary.
different.
Yeah.
Oh no, I fell off. It looked like I jumped off, but I fell off backwards.
Did you just play it off like you jumped?
Well, so I was playing and I turned around and I started walking backwards and I tripped and I fell backwards, and luckily the crowd was like right up against the stage. It wasn't separated by a gate. Like they were right up against the stage. So they just caught me. Well, everybody thought that I was trying to purposely crowd surf. I wasn't. So they put me back up, and after our set, like all of my bandmates were like, "Okay, did you mean to do that, or did you?" I was like, "No, I totally fell. I fucking trip fell." I was like, if it would have been like a separation, I would have been fucked because I would have fell flat on that fucking ground and been done.
All right, I got one. Well, actually, Kelly has one. What upcoming show are you guys really excited for?
That we're playing or that we're attending or both?
That you're playing.
That we're playing. I mean, we booked our first show
November 2nd.
Since like 2016. It's our first show back. So November 2nd. So I think we're all kind of looking forward to that quite a bit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
It's really exciting, and we've been working really hard.
Yeah. It's a good
All right, well, tell us about it then. Shoot, I want to hear about it. What's going on?
So yeah, it's a Halloween bash. It's at Wally's in Hampton Beach in New Hampshire, with Prospect Hill and Red Crown. And yeah, we have about a 40-minute set. It's going to be a lot of new music, so a lot of stuff that's actually not released yet. We're going to be playing live. And we're working on our stage show, so we'll see how that all comes together.
Some cool stuff.
Yeah. But that's what we've been working towards, alongside recording new material and filming music videos.
Yeah, I love your guys' music videos, by the way.
Thank you.
So, yes, I'm very picky.
With all of you that are actually watching right now, which we have a shit ton of people watching right now. All of you, if you stay around towards the end, we're actually going to replay their new video Trigger right before we go off. So we're going to end it with their new music video. So I have a question, and I love to ask this. How do you guys feel about theatrics in metal? Like the whole like masks and costumes and the theatrics that go on stage. Are you guys for it, or are you guys against it, and why?
I'm extremely for it. Like extremely for it. I just think, and this is just my personal opinion. I think that if you are going to get on stage, you should bring something more to that performance than just performing the music, because, you can listen to the record, you can watch a video of the band performing the song, but to really make the stage experience an experience, by bringing it together with theatrics and costumes and a light show and fog and everything that you can
Dancers
think
and
of, dancers,
fire.
like whatever you can actually employ to kind of make that an experience. It's just creating something special for your audience rather than just playing the music.
Right.
Right. How would Michael Myers in Halloween be without a mask and without a jumpsuit on? It's just some guy, some actor. You know what I mean? It's like it's you're in the entertainment industry, right? It's like it's an absurd premise, right? Getting up in front of people and performing something. Well, it's like, what degree do you want to take that to? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the way I see it is I'm not me. Like I go to my work, I own a store, and they see me in a music video with makeup on and all gothic, and then they just see me dressed up. And it's like, it's theatrics, it's a character, it's an expression of a concept, an idea, something to match the music, something to bring a vibe, a whatever, an extension of the lyrical concept, extension of, the sound concept. It's like this whole, how much can you create? More than one element, the one-dimensional element of creating, what visually, and additionally to the audio, can you bring, so it's great.
Right. Like I've seen it I'm sorry, a million times of like people are like, it's a gimmick, we don't like it, it doesn't need to be there, blah blah blah. And I'm like, but those stage gimmicks, like especially for me, those stage presences are what pulls me in. Like I became a big fan of Slipknot because what they do on stage. Like one band that is probably my top 10 favorite bands is fucking Ghost. And I never heard their music before. I was working for another radio station. I was working at Welcome to Rockville. I was covering Welcome to Rockville. And I'm sitting there looking, and I love telling the story. I've told it a million times. I'm gonna fucking tell it again because it's fucking hilarious. So Lacey Sturm was up from Flyleaf. Everybody knows, Christian, whatever. All kinds of Christian like youth groups had come because Skillet was playing too. So they all came. Well, they stayed. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking down the list. I'm like, Ghost, I've never heard Ghost. I'm just going to stay here. So I've got my camera ready and I'm waiting. Well, the very first song they come out to is Year Zero. And they start doing that damn chant of like fucking the Lucifer chant over and over. And I'm like looking out in the crowd, and these kids' eyes are like the size of like $50 coins. And I'm like, I turn my camera and I'm just and they come out and they start the song, and I see the devil masks and the smoke and everything else. I'm like, this is amazing. This band is amazing. I don't even give a shit. This band is fucking amazing. And then I started going to every show that ever came within 500 miles of me. I went every fucking single time to see them.
Nice.
And they were amazing. And it was part of it, like the theatrics and the smoke and the costumes and everything they did. It was a show.
Yeah.
It was entertaining. Same thing with Marilyn Manson or Rob Zombie. Like you go to their show, it's a whole entire fucking show. As to standing there and just seeing some band stand in one spot and they're not doing anything other than just playing it. And it's like, okay, well, you just sound exactly like on the record and it's no different. And that's it. Like you have to give me some type of energy to pull me in. And I'm amazed at how many people will come onto the show and be like, no, we don't like theatrics.
Yeah.
We don't like any of that. And I'm like, are you fucking nuts?
The whole concept of getting on stage is theatrics. Unless you're Animals as Leaders or Beethoven and you have the most profound performed meticulous thing that no one else can do except for you, it's like you're creating, you're a show, you're a play. It's like you're that's the whole point, is to have an aesthetic in addition to a sound.
Right. Yeah. I definitely agree. All right, roll the dice, Mojo.
All right, rolling. We're going to go with 54.
Okay.
All right, we're going to have you guys play rock, paper, scissors. So first, you two down here, you guys are going to play rock, paper, scissors. And then whoever the champion is going to play right over here with Dan.
Okay. Oh, I know you're gonna
2
win.
wins. No cheating.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, dink.
3
We're
here.
gonna 2 out of 3 or
Just one.
just one? Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Nice.
All right. So it's going to be. All right. You guys ready?
Good to go, Dan?
Go.
Rock, paper, scissors,
Paper,
shoot.
scissors.
Ah,
Bink. All right. I'm glad you guys enjoyed
there
it.
goes the king.
There you go. There goes a good one. What was your favorite show you attended as a fan?
Oh, okay. So I actually have 2 that kind of rank beside each other for me. The first one being I saw both Alice Cooper and Rob Zombie on the same bill. It was incredible. Just every aspect of it was amazing. And then I saw Typo Negative for the first time and the last time before Peter Steele passed away that following April, which was really sad. But that was like Halloween time in Worcester, Massachusetts. It was just like, it was a vibe.
Nice.
Okay.
I like the whole vibe.
Yeah.
I like the vibe. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. VV last year was pretty great.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
saw Bill Below last year, and I'd never seen him before. And we were such big fans of him,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just really, really cool seeing him on stage. And he had such presence about him, and everything about it was perfect.
Yeah, it was really good.
For me, it's a band. It's actually, they're like a jazz band called Lake Street Dive, and they're huge now. But my brother
Yeah.
brought me about 10 years ago to see them with there's probably 20 people in the room. And to see that and then see them at 10,000 person sold out shows, I realized how powerful it is to see a band from before. Like I'd never had that before. I'd always seen, the Avenged Sevenfolds, Coheed and Cambria, but in a huge sea of people, right? But to
Mhm.
see a band and then see them 10 years later, way in the back of a huge crowd and go, holy cow, I was 2 feet from their face. Like that's an impactful thing. And I
Yeah.
hope to, find that again, and see that growth in more bands.
Thank you.
And they're great. They're really great.
Yeah, I think mine. I like to tell this. There's 2 stories I have. One is I got to see Soundgarden 1 week before Chris Cornell killed himself,
Oof.
and seeing Soundgarden was fucking amazing. I mean, it was one of the coolest things I ever got to see, and I actually got to meet because I ran into Chris Cornell. He came into the VIP area and was just like hanging out and fucking drinking beer and like chilling with people. And I'm just like, holy shit, what the fuck? Like I was just like completely out of my mind about that. And then the next was Cypress Hill.
Oh, wow.
And they were playing, they just started the show, and these sons of bitches are like throwing joints out into the fucking crowd, and I've never seen so much goddamn smoke in my entire fucking life, not from a machine, not from anything. And it's just cloud. It didn't matter. It didn't matter if you didn't smoke at all. You were getting high. Brother, you're getting high. And like I was fucked up. I mean, I was fucked up. I didn't even hit the shit and I was fucked up. But it was one of the funnest shows I ever seen. It was weird because it was Cypress Hill and the Offspring. And then I can't even remember what the other like 2 or 3 opening bands were, but like Cypress Hill was just like a whole nother fucking planet. Like I don't even remember half the night after that. I know we were up for hours and like bar hopping, but I don't remember any of it at all. I can't even tell you what happened.
Which one I fangirled out on was Pat Benatar.
Yeah.
Now, woman, I didn't get to see her in like her early 20s and stuff. I didn't get to do that, but I did get to see her, I want to say about 10 years ago. And holy smokes, she was all over that stage. I couldn't believe it. I was so close. I just wanted to. Yeah, it was amazing.
I
loved it.
Yeah, she's fantastic. I love her.
I mean,
Okay,
I always wanted to see Joan Jett, and I never got to.
Oh,
yeah, that'd be a good one. Definitely.
Yeah, that would be really fun.
So here's a good one. What band is your biggest music influence or inspiration?
I mean,
It's kind of an impossible question.
yeah, like there's I feel like there's tons, and like I'm always adding to the list every year because like just whenever I see bands and artists like doing their thing and just, you know, being their authentic selves and being creative, I find that inspiring. I guess for me personally, it probably all started with Amy Lee and Evanescence.
Okay.
I mean, like she really broke a lot of boundaries and forged new ground for female artists in general. So she's always been like a really important inspiration for me. But you know, also like I really love some of the softer music like Sarah McLachlan or Lorena McKennitt, things in the Celtic vein.
Yeah.
I mentioned them before, obviously, but a huge influence now and then is Avenged Sevenfold, and it's funny that now, like their new stuff, like isn't for me. It's not my cup of tea, but I like the idea that they're just doing what they want and then just going, that's just what we're doing. Like not over explaining and being like, well, you guys got to understand. They're just like, no, I don't care. This is what we do, and I'm like, I love that. You know what I mean? Even though it's like, good, change, evolve, become whoever, whatever it is to become, you know, and it's just like, that's great. That's what it should be, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree with it.
Jason Becker, probably just his story alone is super moving, you know.
Mhm.
Playing with Marty Friedman back in the day with Cacophony and like one of the top shred guys in the market in the 80s. And then 20, he gets Lou Gehrig's disease and like his whole body's paralyzed, and then he starts composing music with his eyes and writes a number of albums. It was just, and he's still writing music. It's kind of mind-blowing.
Insane.
Yeah, it is.
That's fucking crazy. That is absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
So we got another good one from the audience. Do you prefer the energy of big shows or the intimacy of smaller venues?
There's definitely something to be said for both, and I feel like I like having the option to do both. I think with smaller venues, it's nice if you can kind of strip it down to more acoustic settings, so it's a little bit more personal. But you know, like a big show with tons of people and a big stage and a big light show, you know, that's just a fantastic experience all around.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both kind of offer something really
something different. They're not even the same. They're totally different things, you know, even though they're in the same category.
Yeah.
All right. So if you guys could go on tour with any three bands within your genre, who would you want to go on tour with?
There's a bunch.
Yeah.
For me, I'd say Spirit Box, Lacuna Coil, and Within Temptation.
Yeah.
Those are good ones.
In This Moment is another good one. Evanescence, another good one. But I know Within Temptation has kind of been on our personal list for a while because we love them.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So I can get behind Spirit Box because her band before Spirit Box, I'm a huge fan of I Wrestled Bear Once. Huge fan of I Wrestled Bear Once.
Yeah.
I followed her and the guitarist over to Spirit Box and then heard them, and I've been a huge fan of Spirit Box ever since, but I still miss I Wrestled a Bear Once. I'm sorry. Desperately. I listen to a lot of like off the wall metal bands, like fucking, I tell people this all the time, like who, like Tony Danza, Tap Dance Extravaganza. I fucking love them. If you've never heard of them, fucking look them up because they're amazing. You know, bands like that, fucking Hunt the Dinosaur and Rings of Saturn and Necro
I like
Goblin.
Hunt the Dinosaur.
Yeah, I fucking love those guys. I love that shit. All right, so if you could play with, there's a backside to that question. If you could tour with any three bands that are not within your genre at all, not metal, not rock, who would they be?
What up, Jack?
No, I don't know.
Kenny G.
Yeah,
Just Kenny G.
Lorena McKenna.
Kenneth. She's Celtic music. Let's see who else. I can probably think of another one.
Some ridiculous classical musician out there.
Yeah,
who can
like
just, like shred on their instrument.
yeah. Like I'd say Tina Guo, who's a cellist, but she does kind of incorporate a bit of metal into her performances as well. So, and playing a show with like an orchestra would be fun too.
Yeah.
Like that would be a great time.
I'm actually really surprised. There's one band I have not heard y'all mention, and I kind of put them within kind of the same realm as y'all. But I don't know if you've heard of them or not. But if you haven't, go look them up. A band called Blackbriar.
Oh yeah, I've heard them.
Definitely heard of them. Yeah.
I love them. They are fucking amazing. And he keeps saying fucking Kenny G, and it's giving me PTSD because my mom loved to listen. Like growing up, you knew if there was 3 different albums she would play on cleaning day, and you knew when one of those albums played.
It's funny because I hated that shit as a kid. I hated it. I fucking couldn't
your ass
stand
is
it.
cleaning if you didn't get the fuck out of the house. One was Kenny G, one was Ace of Base, and then the other
Ace of Base.
yeah, the other one was Madonna, the Immaculate Collection. If I heard one of those 3 albums, I had to haul ass or I was stuck cleaning all damn day with mom. Hell no. Fucking All right, on that, we have reached the end. We are going to play their music video for Trigger, and then we are out of here. We love you guys. Have an absolute awesome fucking Friday night. Don't do stupid shit. Be good to each other. Don't drink and drive. And for God's sakes, wrap your tool. Don't do stupid shit. Anyways, we're getting out of here, and here is their music video for Trigger, and then we're out.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.